Hey, Ruben. Um,
How you doing?
we asked Coach Cristobal yesterday how you've gotten better at coming off, a great year one. Where did you find ways to get better? And he said that they just feel like they owe you, that they feel like they have to push you to the edge every single day, and how you've embraced that. Number one, what does that mean to you? And two, how much do you appreciate the fact that they're not like Ruben's good, we don't need to push him. Like, we want him to get better and better and better. What does that mean to you?
Well, to answer both questions, it means a lot, and that's something I appreciate every day because I know that's somebody that's gonna hold me accountable, whether I like it or not. Always push me to my best, day in and day out. I be the one taking all the reps and practice. Then Coach Cristobal, he's still on my behind by running to the ball and giving my effort every play, and that's something that I appreciate because when it turns around the game day, I'm the one that's standing with my chest out and I'm ready to go no matter what quarter it is or what it say on the clock, what it say on the scoreboard. I'm ready to do whatever I got to do.
Next, we'll go to Azubi Charles at Kane Sport. Azubi.
What's going on, Ruben? Obviously, this is a huge game for a lot of reasons. Just what's the excitement like in the locker room for you and the guys, and for you being from South Florida playing against the Gators, how special is that for you?
Well, it means a lot, but it's just another game. My mindset is this: it's a business week for me, and I'm just ready to be the same person I am day in and day out. Football is football, so if whoever steps aside in a different color jersey, that's who I got to play, and that's what I'm gonna get my all to.
Next, we'll go to Jordan McPherson of the Miami Herald. Jordan.
Yeah, hey there, Ruben. Coach Cristobal said yesterday that he anticipates this game in the trenches to be, in his words, a muddy, bloody battle. For a defense lineman or just a lineman in general, how much do you guys live for games like that? And then how would you evaluate Florida's offensive line that you're going to be going against?
Um, well, games like that is something that's needed. Playing football or playing defensive line, it's a physical position, so you have to expect some games to be physical. And Florida, I mean, that's a great team. Big guys up front, big strong guys up front. They really run their feet well in the run game, so it's just something we got to be prepared for. To come out and get ball.
Next, we'll go to Matt Stradell at Kane Sport. Matt.
Yeah, hey Ruben. So last year, the defensive line was pretty banged up, and this year you guys have so much depth. How do you feel about, like, if another team, if Florida, for instance, right, because their coach was talking about you a lot yesterday, if they try to take you away, what will that mean for the rest of this Miami defensive line, and how they can eat, I guess is how you guys say it.
We real versatile and loaded on defensive line this year. Everybody here, we all can play football at any position or any given spot, any given down. So if they try to eliminate me out the game, we got four of the players that could come and do the same thing I do. It's a defensive line full of each other. I mean, we all play the same. We all play violent. We all play fast.
Our next question comes from Adam Lichtenstein of the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey Ruben, how's it going?
Good to you.
Good. So obviously, kind of like Azubi mentioned, you're a South Florida guy, family, Hurricanes family. So, what does the Florida Miami rivalry mean to you?
It means a lot. It's a big rivalry, a big in-state rivalry. I'm trying to see how I can say this. Something that's like very historical, dates back to many generations, even in my family. So something that we all looking forward to. But just taking it as football is football.
And then, kind of in the same vein, you were a high-profile recruit. When two teams who are recruiting you play each other, how much does that affect your recruitment? I mean, like, how much do you think that affects people's recruitment? I mean, it may have been different for you versus another guy, but how much do you think that these games between like in-state rivals affects players' recruitment?
I feel like it affects it heavily. But just personally speaking on my behalf, it was something. If I felt like the school was just the right fit for me, then that's where I went. But for others, it probably does leave a big impact and probably persuade their mind. Like I think, yeah, that's all I can say.
We'll go back to Jordan McPherson of the Miami Herald. Jordan.
Yeah, hey again, Ruben. I wanted to ask you about Pico and just how important he is to the defense. Just what stands out about him, the way he operates, and how key is he going to be for you guys on the defense this season?
Well, he's a very, very vocal guy. He leads by example and by voice. Somebody that comes in day out and works. Always holding people up to the standard and holding people accountable. But then at the end of the day, he still has no problem being held accountable. Somebody that's gonna come to work, no matter what the conditions is, gonna never suck his teeth about practice and be like, "Oh, we got to practice today." He's somebody that's the temperature in the room. He's the thermometer. He's the one that's gonna get everybody going. Great guy, great leader, and somebody I love playing with.
Good. So we were talking to Coach Guidry and the other coaches yesterday about like the new in-helmet communication system. Just what did you think of that when you guys have like tried that out in practice and stuff? How'd that work for you?
I think it's a good addition to the game of football. I mean, communication has been a key. It's a key factor of football, and being able to, have that in our helmets, it just, it helps us a lot. Helps us communicate a lot better, and get the plays right, and it helps us be on the same page too, because we're the ones out there playing. So just being able to, communicate with amongst each other and get the call fast and having everybody on the same page, which is what we want.
And how much? I mean, first of all, how much of it is it like just like a adjustment where you're not looking to the sidelines for signals, or maybe you still are, and how much? I guess if it falls on you to communicate the play call to the rest of the team.
Yeah, I mean, every practice, we try to, do it just like game day. So, make sure that the I guess the walkie-talkie goes off at like 15 seconds, I guess, and for me, I just got to get the calls to the D line and get everybody on the same page. My linebackers. So yeah, I think it's a good adjustment, a good addition to college football. So making our job easier.
Next, we'll go to Alex Dono from Locked On Canes. Alex.
Hey, Kiko, what stands out to you most about Florida's offense? And I guess who stands out to you most? And talk a little bit about the challenges they present.
Yeah, I mean, they got a really good offense. They got a experienced quarterback. They're Eugene Wilson, Graham Mertz. All those guys have been, they are who they are on the film, and those guys put a show on the film. So I guess for us is a big challenge to, have good adjustments, have good eyes, and being able to, execute, the little details. Because if this offense will take advantage if you mess up those little details. So just being able to focus on the little details, being able to execute our job at a high level. So, yeah.
Our next question comes from Matt Shardell at Kane Sport. Matt.
Yeah, Kiko. Can you talk about Graham Mertz a little bit more? Because he struggled at Wisconsin, and last year he had such a good year at Florida. What sort of makes him a tough guy to deal with in that Florida offense?
Yeah, I mean, Graham Mertz, he makes really good decisions. He hardly throw picks. He has really good eyes. Really, he'll take a sack before he throw a pick. That's the type of guy he is. He's very selfless, and being able to, he puts the ball in the right spots, and he just makes and when he gets out of pocket too, he can run. So just being able to contain that and have a adjustment to that is what we're working on to perfect and play at the highest level we can play.
Next, we'll go to Jordan McPherson of the Miami Herald. Jordan.
Yeah, hey there, Kiko. As you enter your second year at UM and your last year of college football, where would you say has been the biggest area of growth that you've had since you stepped foot on campus?
Wait, can you repeat that again? Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Entering your second year at UM, just where do you feel like has been your biggest area of growth since you stepped foot on campus?
I mean, everything, to be honest with you. This coaching staff, Coach Derek Nicholson has been tremendous in putting me in the right spot, providing challenges and obstacles that I could face, to go through adversity and learn from my mistakes. And I think the biggest challenge for me was, just getting my footwork right, pass coverage. So that's what I kind of emphasized throughout my offseason, just being able to get my eyes right and, read the routes and have a sense of knowing of route concepts before the play happens. So, yeah.
We'll do a few more for Kiko. Next, we'll go to Azubi Charles at Kane Sport. Azubi.
Hey, Kiko. We spoke this summer about, the team's excitement ahead of the game. Now we're just 4 days out. Just how are you feeling? How is the team feeling getting ready to go up to Gainesville?
Man, I think everybody's hyped. You can feel it in the locker room. These guys are ready to go. These guys are very excited to play. Man, it's been a while. Going against our offense is cool and all, but man, it's nothing like playing another opponent team. So everybody's excited. I'm excited. I can't wait. So yeah.
Our next question comes from Adam Lichtenstein of the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey again. So I think I asked you about this last week, but just, in the last, over the course of camp, how have you seen guys like Popo, kind of progress, and how have they grown to, I guess maybe learn the playbook, get more mature, maybe grown off the field?
Yeah, I mean, all those young guys, Popo has made some big strides from last year. I think for him, he made huge strides on knowing the playbook and knowing what to expect on offense, knowing the different formations, and expecting what types of run on different formations. So for Popo, he's been very physical. That's nothing new. Popo very physical. He's a very downhill linebacker, and I think for this offseason, he really grew in knowing the game of football really well. And not only that, his playmaking IQ, his playmaking instincts is just at another level.
So I know, with the offensive line, obviously there are some familiar faces, yourself included. There's going to be, a couple new pieces in the starting unit, including, a competition that was going on at left guard. So, heading into the first game, how comfortable do you feel about your unit, and how comfortable do you feel in whoever's going to be lining up right next to you is going to be able to do the job?
I mean, I'm feeling confident. The whole team's feeling confident. I mean, we're all feeling confident. We're ready to play on Saturday. We've been working for this moment ever since, the last season ended, and we've been preparing spring, summer, and even fall camp. And now, I mean, we're at game week now, so we're really prepared, and we're going to keep getting better and just keep preparing each day.
Next, we'll go to Azubi Charles from Canesport. Azubi.
What's going on, Jalen? You always hear, running backs say, "Oh, we love running behind this offense line," but knowing you have running backs like Damian Martinez, Mark Fletcher, and Chris Johnson behind you, how does that make you feel as offensive lineman?
I mean, us offensive linemen, we're excited to be blocking for those type of guys. Of course, last year you saw what Mark Fletcher did. You saw what, Damian did at his old place. You saw what all the AJ Allen, all the running backs we have. And as an O-line, we love those type of running backs. We love our running backs. We love blocking for them and opening them holes so they can do what they do and get into space and break tackles and score.
Our next question comes from Jordan McPherson of the Miami Herald. Jordan.
Yeah, hey there, Jalen. Coach Cristobal yesterday mentioned that he expects the battle at the line of scrimmage to be a muddy battle. Just how much do you embrace those type of games, and how would you evaluate Florida's defensive line?
Yeah, so of course, defensive line. The defensive line at Florida, they're dynamic, they're massive, and we're ready for that challenge. We're ready for the opportunity. So we've been preparing for this moment all week. They're a great team, and kudos to them. And we're ready. We've been working. We've been lifting 400-pound sleds. We've been doing a lot to get prepared for that type of, weight that we're going to be having to move and block.
Next, we'll go to Matt Stradell at Canesport. Matt.
Yeah, hey, Jalen. So as you look at the entire Florida defense, numbers-wise, they really struggled last year. Number 69 in total defense, 75 scoring defense, 118 passing efficiency defense. Not that you care about numbers, but do you feel like that sort of belies the fact that this is, a defense that can perhaps cause you guys some problems? And if so, what do you see that they can really, perhaps excel in?
I mean, that was last year. Of course, they're a new, improved team. So whatever we get on Saturday, we'll be ready for. But of course, that was last year. This is a new year. So, I mean, we've been working for the team that we're going to face this year. We're not looking at the stats last year. Of course, they had like a tough season last year. Of course, they're going to come back with a vengeance on Saturday.
Our next question comes from Tim Reynolds of the Associated Press. Tim.
Thanks, Josh. Joe, just from listening to you guys and, the things people have been saying within your program all summer, it just strikes me as a really mature group. Do you see it that way too, that, these are college kids, quote unquote, but do you guys feel a maturity, like a real grown-up sense of this is business in the room? Do you see it that way?
Well, I see it. Even the guys that Coach Cristobal and the staff brought in, the transfers, the freshmen, they have a sense of urgency of wanting to do better. They want to, improve quickly. They come in with a mindset that they want to get better. They want to win. So the guys that been here for a minute, just like myself, I've been through a lot here. I've been through the ups and downs, and we've had enough. So of course, the guys that they brought in, the freshmen, experienced guys that are here just like me, I mean, I just think we had enough, and we just want to win, and we're going to do everything possible to achieve that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do a few more from Jalen. Our next question comes from Marcus Benjamin at Keynes County. Marcus.
Hi, Jalen. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Just wanted to ask about just kind of practicing against this Miami defensive line in fall camp. Obviously, you're seeing a lot of different guys, different styles, snap in, snap out. Can you give us a sense of what Florida will see with this defensive line, just kind of seeing just a deep rotation and different styles coming at them?
I mean, they're going to be prepared for no matter the ones, twos, or the backers, whatever, they're going to face great guys. They're going to face different types of guys, finesse guys, power guys, speed guys. So they're not going to know what's hit them. So I give our defense all the credit in the world. I feel like they're the best, and I'm glad we get to go up against them every day.
Next, we'll go to Adam Lichtenstein, the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey, Jalen. You guys have played in some really loud road environments before. A&M comes to mind, Clemson, Virginia Tech. What are some of the keys that you've learned from your experience in playing in those type of really loud environments?
I mean, we just got to have laser focus. My first game ever was when we played, well, my first start, and I always say this, when we played Bama at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, that was loud. And my other chance to play in a loud environment, like you said, was Texas A&M. And so a lot of guys have that experience, like the Tyler Barons. He came from an SEC school. Tennessee, they play in loud environments almost every week. So we have the experience when we practice with noise. So we're prepared every day for it when we face a team that plays in a loud environment like Florida.
And speaking of Tyler Barron, he has played at Florida a couple times. I'm not sure anyone else on the team has, but I know he has, having been at Tennessee. What has he told you about what it's like to play at the Swamp?
I mean, we all know, just like he said, it's going to be loud. It's something, like you said, he's been in that type of situation before. You just got to communicate well. We got to focus. You can't let the noise get to you, because that's how you ultimately lose.
Matt.
Hey, Anez. Hope everything's good. Start you off with an easy one. Just talk about facing the Gators, your excitement level, what sort of challenge you expect in that opening game.
I think it'll be a good opportunity. Very excited. We just got to go out there and just play hard, execute. We heard all about the rivalry. We've been watching videos and stuff about it all week. So I just think we just need to go out there. We're very excited for the opportunity to just go out there and play.
Well, when you say you watched videos about it all week, are you talking about Gator flops, or are you talking like the history of the series? You're just talking about
we just watching the history of it. Getting no Gator flops, just watching the history of it, just seeing how they played back in the day and seeing how they played the last 4 or 5 years ago, and just seeing what they were doing and just getting excited for us.
Next, we'll go to Marcus Benjamin at Keynes County. Marcus.
Hey, Nez, how's it going?
What's up?
I wanted to ask about the defensive line that you face in practice at fall camp, and just the different styles that you see, and just kind of give us a sense of what the Florida offensive line will see on Saturday with the different styles and body types from the Miami D line.
I think we got a lot of guys. We got a lot of different guys. You got different abilities, different sizes. I think they're gonna go out there and play. I feel like they should do what they're supposed to do. We got guys like CJ, Simeon, Ahmad, Rueben Bain, Elijah Austin, all those guys. I feel like they just keep doing what they've been doing all spring and summer and fall camp. I feel like it's gonna be a battle. I feel like it's gonna be a very good battle in the trenches. Everything should level out. So I feel like as long as those guys just go out there and do what they've been doing, I feel like they should do very great on Saturday night or Saturday at 3:30.
Next, we'll go to Azubi Charles at Kane Sport. Azubi.
What's going on? And as obviously you just mentioned, the battle in the trenches. We talked to Coach Dawson yesterday. He said running the ball is going to be crucial for this offense. Just in your words, how important is establishing the run on the road, against the Gators?
I feel like we just got to go out there and do what we do. I feel like I think we a good running team. We got some very good backs. Dave Martinez, Chris, AJ Allen, and Mark Fletcher. I feel like we just go out there and we just do our job and make sure we open holes for the running back. I feel like we should dominate. I feel like we should dominate the game, but
I feel like we go out there and be missing assignments and all that. It wouldn't go our way, but I feel like we just go out there and just do our job and allow guys to hit holes and open holes up for the running back. I feel like we should do great. So I feel like that's be a good thing for us. They would be able to run the ball and pass. So
Our next question comes from Adam Lichtenstein of the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey, Anez. Speaking of like body types and battles in the trenches, one of the guys that stands out on Florida's roster is their defensive tackle Desmond Watson, who's listed at 450 pounds, which I assume is the biggest guy you'd ever have to go against. I assume. How do you handle a guy who's, I mean, just outweighs, is just bigger than everyone else on the field?
you just went out. Can you repeat like the end part?
Sorry, I was just saying, how do you go against a guy who's just, bigger than kind of everyone else on the field like that?
I just feel like I just do what I've been doing. I feel like I shouldn't have really had to change nothing about it. Yeah, he is a very big guy, but I just feel like I just go out there and do what I've been doing. There should be no problem with me having to change no technique or nothing.
And then you said that you guys have been watching videos of the history of the rivalry and stuff. I mean, you're not from Florida, so just what were some of the things that you learned from those videos and just getting an idea of like this rivalry?
I wasn't there watching, and I didn't know that it started because I think the whole Florida defense had laid down on the ground, and I guess they had let it Miami score for the quarterback and get some stats or something like that. But I just seen that, it just got me excited. Like I'm just ready to play. I'm in there watching. I don't really know like nothing about Miami. Here's the bad day. I'm still learning. But when I seen that, it just got me ready to play. Like I'm excited to play Saturday. I'm thankful for the opportunity.